Hey guys, Casey here. Welcome back to Lions Den Investments and Reviews. Today is Friday. Hope you guys are having a good day. And let's talk about the crypto market real quick and what's going on in blockchain space. A lot of news coming out, and right now the market's looking great. We're poised on Bitcoin and Ethereum right now to do some really big things moving into the next few weeks. So I want to cover that, and then I'm going to go over some stuff with where we are with Ethereum, where it goes after 3,000. We're also going to talk about business use case with cryptos and why that's so important from a utility token perspective. And then we'll finish up here with some transaction speeds that I found in an article from the World Economic Forum on some of your favorite cryptos so you can see just how fast some of these transaction speeds are compared to others. So, hey, if you guys are new to the channel here, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button as well. Over here at Lions Den, every day we cover topics like price movement, technical analysis, to breaking down details on blockchains, talking about the market fundamentals, you name it. When it comes to blockchain and crypto, I talk about it, and the reason why is because we got a lot of smart money going into the markets. With that said, though, I wanted to briefly just tell you, if you guys listened to the last few videos, or if you're new, go check out the video that I did on this. But this happened back on July 23rd. I shot a video before I went on vacation, right? And it really didn't even dawn on me until I went back and was kind of looking at some of the comments in the comments section on some previous videos. But in this video, I was talking about the Rothschilds, okay? And I'll leave a link somewhere up here so you can go back and watch that. But I was talking about how you want to follow the smart money and what the big institutions are doing, okay? Don't listen to what they say, but watch what they do, and you'll have a much better chance and much better odds of making smart investment decisions on your crypto investments, okay? Now, back when I shot that video, Bitcoin was right at about $32,500. I caught this article about how Rothschilds were going to be tripling down on their position in Bitcoin that we knew about publicly. All right? Now, fast forward 2 weeks later, and in that video I was telling you that I was saying remain calm, have no fear, the markets are going up, it's bullish, So fast forward a couple weeks after that, and we went from 32,500. Right now we're sitting here at $46,448.90. So, you could sit here and argue that I'm bullish and over optimistic about the crypto market as a whole, but was I right? If you if you think we're going higher than this, hit that like button, because I can tell you right now, just looking at these charts, I've got a weekly chart pulled up on Bitcoin, and I'm looking at weekly charts right now, just so you can get a better macro view of where we are going. So if we look at Bitcoin, look at the MACD. Okay, we are losing strength on sellers at the moment, and we're getting ready to do a golden cross. If we can get this golden cross to actually commit for us on Bitcoin, guys, and we can get a good push of volume coming in here. There's all this talk. Well, maybe we go to 58,000 or 60,000, but can we go higher than that? Yeah. Yes, we can, because looking at this weekly chart, your RSI right now is only sitting at about 57, and we get that bullish golden cross over here on Bitcoin, especially on a weekly chart like this, after we broke downward resistance and went through that sideways channel like we were seeing here. I mean, look at all this room we had to run up. We could very, very, very easily break $60,000 in the next, month. And once you do that, you're going to get the FOMO coming in again, and then that'll shoot us up to much, much higher prices, okay? I'm not even going to try to project where this thing's going to go. All I can say is 100,000 Bitcoin by like November, December. Hell yeah, that's obviously a real potential. Now, Ethereum, on the other hand, we look at Ethereum. Beautiful thing about Ethereum, guys, look at this. We have got the double bottom on the weekly chart. Okay, the longer time frames you go out and look at these charts, when you can spot these patterns on the longer time frames, it just signals much stronger reversal patterns, especially with double bottoms, a reverse head and shoulders, or a head and shoulders pattern. If you can spot those on weeklies, they're even stronger indicators than what you would see on the daily. And with Ethereum, if you look at the MACD, we have already gotten the golden crossover here, and we are starting the first green candle on the histogram, which is your strength indicator for prices moving higher. Now, we've got a little bit of resistance here. I'm going to move this up. We've got a little bit of resistance here at about 3,500. Okay, but again, can we break that just based on what you're seeing here, on the weekly chart? Well, yeah, that's not going to be too big of a problem, especially because if we can get these strength candles on the histogram increasing, you're looking at a weekly chart, so we could very easily do something like what we did back here. Okay, that's really all I'm going to cover on the charts here. Let's get into the nitty gritty, which would be, here's what traders expect now that Ethereum price is over 3,000. ETH traders hint that the bull market could be back after the Ethereum price hit 3,000 for the first time in 79 days. This week, Ethereum's London hard fork was completed without a hiccup, and investors have now reset their eyes on new highs above 3,100. Data from Cointelegraph Market Pros and TradingView shows that the price of Ether did in fact experience a sell the news sell-off shortly after London went live, but buyers bought the dip, quickly rushed in, pushed the price back up above 2,800, and it's the highest level since June 7th. This bullish momentum extended further after Bitcoin price surged above 44,000, and at the time of writing, Ether trades at 3,050. Now, of course, this article is already a couple days old, and if we look at Ethereum, we're at $3,231, so we're still going higher. Now they say a close above the weekly resistance extends the uptrend. That here's something. ETH by Rect Capital. They say ETH manages to dip, but not deep enough to reach the green area. They're referring to this chart right here. So you got this support level right down in here, and we're sitting well above that. So a lot of room to go up here, guys. Okay, a lot of room to go up. Let me scroll back down here and see if I can't find like price ranges. Ether is now one of its final major higher time frame resistances. Once Ether is able to break past the $2,770 mark, which we already have, there will be little resistance ahead until the old all-time high of $4,400, guys. If that doesn't get you excited, I don't know what will, because that's going to carry the entire altcoin market with it, and you will see those prices be hit on Ethereum. I'm going to go ahead and just go out on a limb here. You'll see those in the next month and a half, okay? Now, some people have Ethereum projected to hit between like $5,000 to $8,000 by the end of the bull market. So in case you're wondering like how, what people are saying and how high it might go, that's all you really need to know. Again, we have a little bit longer to go in this bull market, okay? There's a lot of FUD still coming out with regulations. I talked about the Senate hearings, with the infrastructure bill. So, try not to watch charts too much. Try not to fall into the FUD, and just keep doubling down, because this technology, guys, I'm telling you, it's revolutionary. And talking about, revolutionary technology can disrupt entire industries. Blockchain is leading that charge, and it gets me into the utility tokens here, because I want to talk about the 4 ways in which blockchain technology benefits small businesses, and I'm specifically talking about like private blockchains and smart contracts, okay? Because here's the thing, corporate America still doesn't really understand this technology and what it can do for their business operations, processes with workflows, taking data and running real-time data from the internet, okay, and running it parallel off-chain in transactions that are being settled off-chain, and run those parallel to an actual blockchain inside their company, where they can have all sorts of different private privileges for departments and stuff like that, and they can see data in real time, large amounts of data, and store those on a blockchain when they're in fact settled off-chain, okay? So many different use cases for what blockchain does in solving a lot of the business problems that are challenging, like supply chains, infrastructure, security, you name it. So just wanted to point this out here because again, this is why you want to look at not just Ethereum and Bitcoin, but look at some of these other projects such as Algorand, right, or Cardano, and look at what their use case is and how that might solve some of this stuff with blockchain technology that's benefiting small businesses. So here's four different ways in which blockchain does benefit small businesses. Number one is payment methods. Okay, so one of the easiest ways blockchain technology benefits small business by using it as a method of payment. Customers who want to pay by cryptocurrency will be able to do so without any issues. All right. Now, we're still in the middle of the rollout and testing and planning, but you can get a digital wallet that allows you to complete transactions, and you can do this inside a corporation too. Cheap and safe cloud storage, right? So I've always told you distributed ledger technology. It doesn't replace the conventional databases that you see in centralized networks. Was never meant for that because it, quite frankly, cannot hold large amounts of data. Wasn't designed for that. It was designed for micropayments and small amounts of data. But being that it's a cheap and safe cloud storage, you can use platforms like Microsoft Azure, for instance, okay, or Amazon Web Services, and you can use those and run them parallel with a blockchain and have it integrated into your conventional database and centralized network. I don't know if it's I don't know if I'd say it's rather cheaper. It could be if you're running the correct modeled testing for transaction inclusions, for instance, from like when a transaction first starts to when it finishes, and you can see exactly how much gas it takes to run a transaction on a smart contract. You know, you can do that through a component model for transaction inclusions and come up with a conclusion as to whether or not it's going to, give you an ROI in the long run, say over like 10 years versus housing all that data on a centralized server. So that's number two. Three is it's able to leverage smart contracts, right? I already talked about that. And then four, it can be used for capital raising. So you could essentially do the same thing you do with IPOs, but you could do your ICO or initial coin offering and use that for your business use case blockchain if you wanted to take it public, because it's such a industry disruptor. And let's say you're the leader of that. So a lot of cool things you can do with blockchain when it comes to, solutions for benefiting small businesses. So I just wanted to throw that out there for you because, again, you look at some of these other projects besides just the your like top two or three, because we have another bull run coming, guys. This isn't over. Once this bull market's done, we go into a bear market. Guess what? We'll have another bull market here come 2023, 2024, and that's the whole reason why I'm studying this stuff right now and trying to learn it, because you can put yourself ahead of the curve for the fourth industrial revolution. And not only that, but you can create yourself a whole new lifestyle and career, not only by investing in the projects, but actually becoming a part of some of this technology that is disrupting entire industries. Last piece I want to cover here. I told you I was going to talk about the transactions for Cardano, XRP, Solana, CeLo, Algorand, and Stellar Lumens. So if you hold any of these tokens, I'm going to break down for you the transaction speeds on them so you can see just how fast these things are. So obviously Cardano is an open source proof of stake blockchain network and smart contract platform that aims to provide multiple features through layered design and modularity. It allows for 257 transactions per second. Okay. Next on the list here is XRP at 1,500 transactions per second, and it costs literally look at that 0.0003 cents per transactions, and it settles in 3 seconds. And you wonder why, the world banks are wanting to use XRP Ledger along with central banks as well to do cross-border payments and remittance and settlement for the entire world. You know, I mean, it's the only technology use case out there that can do this stuff right here. Solana is another one. It enables fast transaction times, the ability to scale as usage of the protocol grows without relying on layer 2 systems or sharding. I'm not going to go into that because that's a whole nother video. CeeLo has a ledger close time of approximately 5 seconds with 1,000 transactions per second. I'll have to go back and look at Solana and see exactly what or how many transactions that one does. We'll cover the next one though, which is Algorand. Algorand allows for 1,000 transactions per second with a ledger close time of approximately 5 seconds. These are fast blockchains, guys. Really good use case behind those. The last coin in the paper speed outline section is Stellar Lumens, which is the World Economic Forum, basically saying it's built for cross-border payments. I told you that XLM would be used for back-end development and off-ramp for the entire financial system that's being put in place. XRP would be on the front end. Okay, they're just confirming it right here for you. Stellar's ledger limit is currently set at 1,000 operations per ledger, with ledgers closing approximately every 5 seconds. That's a limit of 250 transactions per second, okay? So, there you have it. Just wanted to throw that out there for you. If you're an investor in any of those and you want to know what the transaction speeds are on them, you probably have to go out and look for Solana because they didn't put it in here. But I'll leave a link for this article in the description below so you can go read it for yourself. And with that said, guys, super bullish on the markets here. Next 2 months are going to be really, really good for us when it comes to price movement. So just hold on to your assets because, quite frankly, I'm not selling. Like, I might take a little bit off the top here, but, I'm not planning on liquidating any of my assets until they hit specific prices for me so I can execute my plan to pay off debts and create generational wealth. And that's what we're about over here on this channel. So, guys, if you like that, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button again, and I will see you in next week's video, all right? Take care and have a good week.